our distinguished speaker for this expert session, Advocate Pooja Nayar. A graduate with honors in biotechnology, she has seamlessly transitioned into the fields of law and entrepreneurship. She is the founder of Pratham HR and Legal Solutions, a premier legal and HR consulting firm in India. With over 2 decades of invaluable experience, she specializes in the protection of intellectual property assets, including patents, trademarks, copyrights, designs, and trade secrets. Her comprehensive legal services encompass everything from IP registration and portfolio management to litigation and dispute resolution. As a seasoned patent attorney, she expertly guides clients through the patenting process, ensuring their innovations receive the protection they deserve. Moreover, she is deeply committed to raising awareness about IP rights, frequently conducting workshops and seminars to educate others on this vital topic. Let's give a huge round of applause for Ms. Pooja Nayar.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Better, much better. Okay, how many of you plan to speak in this session? How many of you? Not even a single hand, but I'm sure by the next 15-20 minutes, I'm going to see a lot of drooping eyes, Alright. Okay, let's begin this session by a small introduction, even though you've got to know about me. And over the next 30 minutes or so, I'm going to run you about my professional journey. Okay, let me just begin it with the way that I want to start with. Let me start with my current portfolio. What is my current portfolio? So I'm basically a lawyer by profession. I have been a biotechnology honors graduate, and I'm currently too enthusiastic about intellectual property rights. Anyone who's aware about what IPR is all about? Anyone who's aware? Okay, can I get a demographic of what kind of audience are sitting in the hall today? You from which stream and which year, or maybe if I could get an idea about it? You are? You from commerce. Okay. How about you guys in the first row? Huh? BSc. Which stream? BSc, medical, non-medical? Non-medical. Okay. How about the third row? BSc non-med.
BSc non-medical.
BSc non-med.
BSc non-medical.
BSc? Non-medical. So most of the non-medical students on my right hand side, right? Except for the first row which has commerce. How about you guys?
BBA second year.
BBA second year. All of you in that row are from BBA second year? BCom, BBA. Okay.
Media and entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment. That's fun. BSc? Medical. That's nice. Okay. How about the last benchers, back benchers? BCom. 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 Okay, so I think I have a mix of audience here with me who are from commerce, medical, non-medical, BBA, entertainment, all industry firms. How many of you are entrepreneurship enthusiasts? How many of you really want to become entrepreneurs? Okay, good number on the left hand side. Okay, very few on the right one. Okay, how many of you belong to a business family? Okay, good. So do you plan to join your parents' business, carry forward their legacy, or it's something that you want to be, you want to start something of your own? Something of your own. Everyone out here? Let's make this session a little more interactive rather than being just a monologue where I keep talking and you keep sleeping, right? So let's make it a more interactive. How many of you really want to take forward your parents' legacy? No one wants to carry. Oh, there's one girl. Okay. What is your father into? As in, what business is he into?
Wholesale bakery.
Wholesale bakery. And you want to take it forward. That's wonderful. Anyone else who wants to carry forward their legacy of their parents? That's wonderful. Okay, tell me please.
Actually, we have a wholesale agency of my father had of Pidilite and Heavens.
Okay. So that business you want to carry forward. Okay. And how about the ones who really plan to start their own business? Do you have any idea in your mind as of now? No idea? You have an idea?
I want to be a VFX artist.
You want to be a?
VFX artist.
VFX artist. That's wonderful. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else who wants to share? Yes?
Now I'm currently working on a startup idea, which is like building an AI-based diagnosis for radiologists. So where we will scan the X-rays, MRIs, and give diagnosis report for that.
Okay,
So
alright.
currently my model is working. I'm working, trying to move from next level.
So you're working on an AI model which is related to the X-rays and other things. That's what you're saying? Okay, could you deep dive a little more into it?
Yes, it's named Radian. So in that, we use machine learning algorithms to deep learn the model. It has lots of a diagnosis report built in on. So the reports give diagnosis of the X-rays we provide to them, and it can be aid for the radiologist. A better accuracy can be achieved, and the rate of failure where diagnosis lacks can be improved.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Alright, thank you. Yeah, anyone else? Anyone else who wants to share their idea on what they really want to start off? I had a lot of fans coming up on this side. You want to share? No, you don't want to. You haven't thought of it as of now? Okay, anyone else? Yeah.
मैं कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स जैसे कोई भी एक यूट्यूबर होते हैं
हाँ.
इंस्टाग्राम उनको बहुत दिक्कत आती है कि उनको पता नहीं चलता किस टाइप के बनाए जिससे कि ऑडियंस एंगेजमेंट नहीं मिल पाता मोनेटाइज नहीं होता है तो मैं इस टाइप को बनाना चाहता हूँ जिससे कि उनको एफेक्ट से पीएनजी और जितने भी मतलब कि फिल्टर बैकग्राउंड इन सबको ताकि वो कंटेंट जब तक अच्छा नहीं होगा तब तक अट्रैक्टिव होगा तब तक नहीं ऑडियंस देखेंगे वही सेम ही मार्केटिंग में जब तक प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी नहीं होगा तब तक लोग खरीदेंगे नहीं जब एडवर्टाइजमेंट इसलिए हम करते हैं ताकि हम लोग को जागरूक करने के लिए कि मतलब हम लोग ने न्यू प्रोडक्ट वगैरह लॉन्च किया है उसी तरीके से मैं सोच रहा कि कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स को बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं उनको आइडियाज नहीं मिल पाते हैं उनको नेगेटिव कमेंट्स वगैरह मिलते हैं इसके कारण मैं खुद एक यूट्यूबर हूँ और मेरे उतना चाहे ग्रो नहीं हो रहा तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स के लिए एक बेस्ट ऐप बनाऊँ जिससे कि एआई जनरेटेड ताकि वो और अपना वो गोल अचीव कर पाए और इवन मैं जो ऐप बनाऊंगा उसमें अमाउंट चैरिटेबल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को भी दूंगा मैं जब प्रॉफिट हो या लॉस हो और रिसेंटली मैंने आइडियाथॉन में भी पार्टिसिपेट किया था जिसमें मैंने अपना वीएनओ से ड्रीम कम्स टू एक इलेक्ट्रिक कार इको फ्रेंडली में मैंने दिया था
Okay. So you mean to say you want to help the YouTubers with their content creation so they have an increase in their footfall. Is that exactly what I could make out of your entire thing?
yes
Is it that way? Okay. Wonderful. Yeah.
yeah
Okay. ठीक है. Social media का ज़माना है. Everybody wants to have the maximum followers, and of course, as long as your content is not good, you don't throw the right content to the audience, you will not have good number of followers coming in. Excellent idea. Anyone else who wants to? Oh, a lot of enthusiasts who want to share their idea. Okay.
I want to see into the field of consulting.
Could you be a little louder?
I want to, go into the field of consulting.
Okay. Consulting about what?
Consultancy firm.
Consultation regarding what?
Regarding majority of the core businesses.
Regarding the?
Majority of the core businesses, or one I'm seeing for F&B as well, but majority for now I'm seeing of core businesses like that.
Okay. You need to think more upon this thing because consulting as such for the FMCG or any other industry is a very broad term to be used. You need to be a little more specific on it.
As I mentioned, along with the family business, I have also started with my friend. That is a t-shirt printing startup.
A t-shirt printing business. That's wonderful.
So it's based on Deen and we are on WhatsApp and as well as we are on web.
So you've already started the production and everything? Okay.
I think so 2 to 2.5 months.
2 to 2.5 months. Okay. You're already producing, manufacturing these t-shirts with the logos and everything. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Happy to see. How are you? Alright, happy to see a lot of people who are enthusiastic in terms of starting their own businesses. A lot of you have already kind of come up with an idea and many more are planning to really zero down on it. Okay, let's begin my entire session. So my journey has been, it's been exactly 24 years since I have been into my professional journey. I had very formal educative years doing my bachelor's in biotechnology and then my law, LLB, and then my master's. I did not pursue the master's in the medical side because biotechnology at the time when I did, they did not have masters in India. So the only option was to move abroad and do a master's. My parents were not very happy with the fact that I go abroad and study masters. And of course, in medical field at that point of time, if you do not get an admission in an MBBS or through engineering, the only option is get into the teaching line. All right. So keeping in mind that I never wanted to move into teaching in the year 1995, 96 I'm talking about, I decided to pursue my bachelor's in law and then of course did my MBA. Okay, these are certain additional courses that I have done over a period of time. I've done a certificate course on intellectual property from B.Voc. I'm a registered patent attorney. I'm a certified career counselor and overseas admission guidance through the University of California in Los Angeles. I'm a certified KAUSHAL and FOXO trainer also. All of you aware about KAUSHAL and FOXO? Anyone who wants to ask any question on this thing? What's a KAUSHAL and FOXO? Okay, alright. POSH is prevention of sexual harassment. It is something which has to do with the statutory compliance. POXO is all about child sexual abuse. There are a lot of matters that happen nowadays and I deal into such matters also. Okay, now these were my formative years of career. I started my career with a company called Khandelwal Laboratories. Since I was a biotechnology student, the first job that I got was that of a medical representative. एक बॉम्बे की कंपनी थी खंडेलवाल लेबोरेटरीज इनका एक मसल रिलैक्सेंट आता था एनाफोर्टिन नाम से इट वाज जस्ट सोल्ड इन द मार्केट लाइक च्युइंगम्स इतनी उससे बिकता था ये मार्केट में सो आई बिकेम अ मेडिकल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव आई हैड जस्ट डन माय ग्रेजुएशन और उसका रिजल्ट अभी आना था और मेरी लॉ में एडमिशन होनी थी सो दैट जो गैप आया बीच में आई थॉट कि लेट मी डू समथिंग. To tell you exactly about my further background, see, I belong to a family of politicians. My father was a politician when I was born. Of course, you have a certain political term when you are in politics, 5 years, 10 years, ka, agar aap baar-baar elect hote ho. After my father retired from politics, he went on to become an industrialist. So we became a business class family. My mother was a Punjab Education Department principal. So both my parents were, I came from a family which was, where my mother was absolutely financially independent, she was working and she was a source of inspiration to me. My father, of course, being a businessman and political, he had just the right connects in the Chandigarh market, I would say, in the Chandigarh city. Born and brought up here in Chandigarh, studied in a missionary school. And then that was the time when +1, +2 did not happen in schools. At that time, the +1, +2 used to happen in colleges. And I still remember it was my 10th result exam and I scored 82.8% marks. And the cutoff for the admission to a good college in Chandigarh after your 10th in +1, +2 had to be 83%. The best college at my time was MCM DAV College, Sector 36. That was a girls' college. Since I studied from a pure girls' missionary school, I always never wanted to get into a co-ed. Co-ed education was not something which I used to like. So I said, Mama, मुझे तो एक girls' school में, girls' college में जाना है. That's of course the only option was the 36 वाला MCM college में जाओ because GCG 11 and every, I think, yeah, the second option was this GCG 11. But then the percentage cutoff was 83%, mere 82.8% that was one setback to me. So for 5 months I had to take admission in a government school and pursue my +1 medical. It was a shock to me because in a missionary school you see a lot of discipline, you see a lot of the right code of conduct, the right behavior, everything. The moment you step into a government institution, of course, no this thing to it, but there was a very drastic change in the way the teachers used to treat students, the way they used to talk, and the overall environment of the school. Well, that got me into a bit of sync, and I decided कि यहाँ पे pursue नहीं होगा. Let me drop, let me just do it through correspondence, something like that. However, the good luck came in, and it was just after 5 months I got a call from NCM College कि मैडम एक सीट खाली हो गई, आप आ जाइए. And that is how I landed in Sector 36 NCM College, doing my +1 and +2 very happily. Preparing for my PMT. That time PMT होता था, आजकल नीट का एग्जाम होता है ना? And that time that was pre-medical test. बहुत तैयारी की, बहुत मेहनत की, lot of coaching, सुबह से लेके रात तक coaching करते रहे. I tried everything. The bad luck was I did not get admission in MBBS. I did not get admission in BDS. I did not get admission in B Pharmacy. अभी ये struggle चल ही रहा था. And that is the time when all the options got exhausted. This thing of biotechnology, it was an absolutely new subject at that point of time. So ये biotechnology की option आ गई. That seemed to be very interesting for me. And I just went on to grab it कि चलो कुछ तो होगा, something related to science ही करते हैं, because I was a science enthusiast. Biotechnology का course pursue करना शुरू किया. I had just taken admission in the first year when I lost my father. So that was again another setback for me, because I with father not being there and just mother and no brother also, so mother just taking care of me and my elder sister. खैर challenges बढ़ते चले गए and पंजाब यूनिवर्सिटी से मैंने बायोटेक्नोलॉजी की. टाइम आया बाहर जाने के लिए कि आप मास्टर्स करने बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में बाहर चले जाओ. My mother never wanted to send me, she kept me here. I said okay, I'll no more do science. मैं करना ही नहीं है साइंस को. Let me do law. And I went on to do this bachelor's in law from Punjab University. वहाँ से भी अभी कुछ समझ नहीं आया. 2 महीने कोर्ट में गए, कोर्ट में समझ नहीं आया. लिटिगेशन इट्स ऑल मेन ओरिएंटेड, यू नो. जो कोर्ट्स में जाओगे बहुत मेन डोमिनेटेड कल्चर है, कोर्ट्स में जाते हैं. आई डिड नॉट फाइंड इट कंफर्टेबल, यू नो, कि वहाँ जाऊँ, यू नो, ये करूँ. और जिस एडवोकेट के पास लगे, एक सीनियर एडवोकेट के, उसने मतलब क्लरिकल काम से लेके पानी पिलाने से लेके एवरीथिंग, ही वुड गेट एवरीथिंग डन. सो did not work well for me. So I decided कि नहीं, अभी law भी नहीं बनेगी बात. So I pursued my MBA from a very local college, because again coming back with the limitation that I never wanted to move out of Chandigarh because of my parents' this thing. So that's a background to my education. Now all these years while I was studying, this thing of doing something, you know, making a career for myself was there in my mind. Very ambitious. Honestly, very super ambitious lady I was. And that is how, right, as I said, right after my graduation, I started working as a medical representative with this company, covered the entire Punjab region up till there was this place called Morinda. Morinda tak hum log jate hain. So Morinda tak jitne hospitals the, I used to travel by a public transport and I used to cover this. Then after my MBA and everything, I got this opportunity with a company called VNY, which was the biggest franchisee for Spice Telecom. 2000 में Spice Telecom का बहुत नाम होता था पंजाब में. So I started working for them in the legal department. फिर घूम फिर के legal में ही घुस गए. मतलब MBA भी की, लेकिन MBA से related कुछ नहीं था, legal में आ गए. And then of course my biggest break was the Citibank, where I became the legal, the risk and the legal head. Then Temasek. Temasek is again a Singapore-based company. These are all companies which are in the financial domain. Citibank, everybody has heard about. Okay? So I worked there as a legal and risk manager, and same with the Temasek. Okay, now life parallelly was running across, where I got married and I had my kids. And this was the turning point again, Temasek. I became the state head and I was handling almost the entire region for the north. As I said, I was super ambitious and just wanted to, you know, do the best in my career with a good salary package, good position, a big team, lot of job satisfaction and everything. I got to realize that I was in a family way, and that started another new direction to my entire career. So, with the fact that I wasn't prepared to get into a family, you know, begin a family with, and this came to me as a surprise. The moment I disclosed this thing to my employer, I told my employer, you know, I'm in a family way, I'm expecting a child. The company thought that I'm a liability for them, despite the fact that I was the most performing asset for them. They thought that madam to maternity leave pe jayengi, you know, all those things will happen, bahut paisa dena padega. You know how the companies are, private organizations, no matter they are multinationals or how big these organizations are. So ultimately, hua kya? They transfer, just to ensure that I leave this organization and they don't have to pay for my maternity benefits and all those things. At that very stage, on my very first trimester, they transferred me to Gurgaon. Now this was again a challenge for me, because in a family way, for a lady to, you know, go away from your family, settle down in a new city and then work was very difficult. After a lot of discussions with my family, I said, okay, let's go and sit there in Gurgaon. But the very fact was that I wanted to really fight it out with my organization, that as per the maternity laws or whatever, these employee benefit laws, you cannot, you know, really move a lady who has certain health issues to a new place. You know, you cannot just transfer her. And that's how, despite being in that company, I started a point of legal battle with my organization, fighting for my women rights, saying that this is something which I really, you need to take into consideration while you are transferring me to a new location where I do not have a family and a complete setup to do it. खैर वो चैलेंज चलता रहा, लीगल फाइट चलती रही. एवरी वीकेंड मुझे याद है आज भी मैं अपनी बस रात को लेती थी एंड आई यूज्ड टू कम बैक टू चंडीगढ़ with my family, and Monday morning again I used to run back to Gurgaon despite ये सब कुछ चल रहा था. Well, this was in my last trimester when I decided that I will go ahead with a maternity leave, and I came back and I had a boy. This was in the year 2011. 2011 में मेरे पास I had a child, and उसके बाद I came back to the company. I said I want to rejoin. They said आपकी डिमोशन कर दी गई है, अब आप एक लोअर लेवल पे ज्वाइन करो, आपका पे पैकेज काट दिया, सब कुछ कर दिया. That was another big challenge कि अब ये कैसे करेंगे, आपने सैलरी भी काट दी, आपने डिमोशन भी दे दिया, कैसे करेंगे. It's like not okay for anyone to come back join at a lower level. So I decided to quit this company and I changed my industry to human resources. Anyone who knows about Randstad? Randstad क्या है? Anyone who knows? You people don't even ask them. What's Randstad? Google it out. What's Randstad? What's Randstad? I'm sure it's an organization. But does anyone has an idea what organization is this all about? It's a recruitment agency. Anything more you want to tell about this thing? It's not just merely a recruitment agency. It's the world's #1 company which is into HR consulting. And at that point of time, they were known in India as Mafoi. Mafoi करके इनको जाना जाता था. And Mafoi was India's #1 company which was into HR. Randstad was the world's #1 company. Randstad was acquiring Mafoi in India, and that is the time when I joined Randstad and started taking care of the Punjab operations. So I changed my field from a completely legal background to the HR background. But one thing I would really like to share with all of you today. It has always been such that legal एक ऐसी चीज है जिसने मुझे वापस हमेशा अपनी तरफ पुल किया. I thought मैंने अपनी इंडस्ट्री चेंज कर ली, लॉ से मैं HR में आ गई, I'm now into the HR thing. So I took this big entrepreneurship leap. This was in the year 2012. And I started my firm called Pratham HR and Legal Solutions. I wrote HR right in the beginning and then legal because मुझे HR में जाना था, मुझे legal में नहीं जाना. मुझे बहुत प्यार था. I found मेरी MBA HR की हुई है, and that 1 year in Randstad जो मैंने काटा था, I really loved the HR concepts about recruitment, about HR compliances and lot of other things. घूम फिर के 2012 में जब मैंने कंपनी शुरू की, I started it as a trainer. I used to give lot of trainings and I used to do lot of talent acquisition activities and compliances. अच्छे से चल रहा था काम. First client 2012 में, obviously from the finance industry because I worked for finance industry for 12 years and that is why मेरे connects बहुत अच्छे थे. मैंने वहीं से clients उठाने शुरू कर दिए. 2015 तक 5 लोगों की टीम अच्छी खासी बना ली थी. They were all MBA HRs and we used to work on the HR domain only. 2016 तक I had to take my GST certification. Does anyone know at what turnover you have to take a GST certification? 20 lakhs plus. That's wonderful. Okay. So 35 lakhs तक मेरा turnover जा चुका था over the next 4 years, and of course I became a GST payer. And then 2017 I decided India market छोड़ो, international markets में घुस जाओ, वहाँ पे पैसा ज़्यादा है, dollars कमाने को मिलेंगे. Again as I coming back to the same route, very ambitious, really wanted to grow this thing and take my business to a next level. 2019 was again the turning point where COVID struck. COVID आ गया, right? 2019 was the year. HR में talent acquisition खत्म. कंपनियों को हायरिंग करनी ही नहीं थी. ट्रेनिंग्स का कॉन्सेप्ट हट रहा था. कंपनियां इनटू कॉस्ट कटिंग, दे नेवर वांटेड टू गेट इनटू इट. माइंड मी ऑल दीज इयर्स आई वाज डूइंग लीगल आल्सो पैरेलली बट एट अ वेरी स्मॉल परसेंटेज. मतलब आप ये समझो 70-30 का परसेंटेज चल रहा था. 70% HR, 30% मेरा लीगल चल रहा था. 2019 कोविड आया, HR just had a downturn. कुछ नहीं, HR कुछ नहीं. In fact, lot of problems started coming in. इतने सारे पॉश के इश्यूज आने लग गए. In fact, Modi had started this concept of आत्मनिर्भर भारत. All of you are aware about it? ठीक है? तो आत्मनिर्भरता की बात आई, लोग स्टार्टअप्स की तरफ घुलने शुरू हो गए. They started having lot of online businesses. और वहाँ पे काम, इतना स्टार्टअप का काम शुरू हो गया, जहाँ पे where I realized that this is an opportunity which I can explore. And that is how I started moving into my patent thing. कि मैंने लॉ कर रखी है, आई एम अ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी ग्रेजुएट, लेट मी गिव माई एग्जाम ऑफ पेटेंट एजेंट्स एंड गेट अ पेटेंट एंड ट्रेडमार्क अपना, मैं अपना कोड ले लेती हूँ. एंड आई टुक दिस कोड एंड आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग द कंसल्टेशन वर्क ऑन पेटेंट्स. लॉट ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स, वेंडर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स हैं, आपके SLAs हैं, आपके NDAs हैं, and statutory compliances. Anyone who knows what is statutory compliances? What is statutory compliances? That are compulsory by the law. Any example of a statutory compliance? Huh? Illegal product नहीं बेच सकते. Has anyone heard about factory law, labor laws? पढ़ा है सबने? So what are these? Labor laws क्या कहते हैं? Labor law compliances होते हैं, factory laws होते हैं, ठीक है? So these are all compliances. So labor matters मैंने handle करने शुरू किए because mass लोगों की they were asked to leave the organization. So इतने issues आ रहे थे, employee issues आ रहे थे, जॉब में बंदे की डेथ हो गई या बंदा नहीं रिपोर्ट कर पाया, he could not come back to the office, कंपनीज ने joining back के लिए डिमांड की. So कहने का मतलब कि from the HR, the law thing वापस it pulled me back कि भाई आप HR छोड़ ही दो, आप वापस law के अंदर ही घुस जाओ. So घूम फिर के 5 साल जो मैंने HR में अपने आप को बड़ा फोकस किया कि नहीं I will do the HR thing. I came back to the legal thing, and of course my biggest asset became my patents and trademarks wala काम. So 2023 I went into startup mentoring, collaborated with Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology Patiala. I am their biggest mentor for their startups and their incubation cell, and of course the MIT University. So my current affiliations are, I am currently the chair for the Regional She Forum for PhD Chambers of Commerce and Industry. If any one of you has an idea, this is a government chamber which acts as a bridge between the entrepreneurs and the government on policy advocacy. Then I was the chair for the co-chair for the Thai Women Development Committee and the university program. NIPM, that's National Institute of Personal Management. I'm the Executive Council member. I'm the State President, Punjab for Anti-Sexual Harassment Council for WICI. I'm a Global Career Counselor. I'm also, of course, registered with Bar Council of Punjab and Haryana. And Punjabi Chambers of Commerce, Canada and USA chapter. I'm the member for the legal member for both these chapters, the USA and the Canada chapter. Okay, that's how I got affiliated. I've done a lot of sessions on IP and legal for startups and MSMEs in Thai. That's how I started this thing. Anyone who knows who's this in the picture? Ankur Wariko. So he's my model. I take him as my model, my inspiration. I don't know how many of you are aware of him. Does anyone hear his podcast, his YouTube, Ankur Wariko?
Yes.
Which is his biggest book?
Do epic shit.
Do epic shit. Who said that? Okay, I have someone who's again a follower of Ankur Wariko. I would request all of you to please, go ahead and amazing speaker, amazing motivational speaker. Beyond the, if you go and read his book, Do Epic Shit, that gives you a lot of insights on entrepreneurship and how you should really live your life. So he's my kind of, as I said, my go-to person. Okay. Anyone who knows the ladies who are on the inside, I'm on the right and on the left-hand corner. Anyone who knows about the ladies who are on the inside? They're all women entrepreneurs and very famous ones who've come on Shark Tank. Yeah, she's the Momo Mami lady. Yes. And who's the other one? All have been funded hugely by the Shark Tank. Huh? She's the lady with a brand called Tea Fit. ठीक है? ये आपके लिए healthy tea बनाती है. She produces those healthy green teas and
their 2 children.
She
Small
came.
one.
Yes. She came up with 2
Cut
children.
down on sugar.
Yes, it's a sugarless tea that she makes. So I want all of you to tea fit करके and the Momo Mummy. I think आप ये दोनों को search करिए Google पे. So these are one of those women entrepreneurs who have come on the Shark Tank, and I was working with them on their intellectual property. Those projects I was working with them. So okay, anyone who knows? कुग्गी है ना? कुग्गी क्या कर रहा है मेरे साथ? मतलब मैं क्या कर रही हूँ कुग्गी के साथ? Can anybody tell me? कॉपीराइट के बारे में सुना किसी ने? Has anyone heard about copyright? What's copyright?
Ma'am, if anyone uses his or her, or if anyone uses his songs, so they have to pay.
तो कुग्गी क्या करता है?
He also writes comedy skits.
He writes comedy skits. Right. So वो जो business, what a businesswoman does, she does not leave any scope of networking with people. The moment I found him, being invited to one of these shows where I was also there, I decided to impress him and to see if there is any opportunity where I can help him with his copywriting. Well, he's a big personality. He already has some good copywriters attached to him. I could not really close this deal with him. But having said that, I do not leave anyone कि भाई कहाँ से business आ सकता है, especially patent copyrights. Anyone who knows this guy? Anupam Kher. Who said? No, madam, this is not Anupam Kher. No, okay. Good try. Anyone else? None of you are into motivational things, है ना? सब मतलब क्या करते हो सारा दिन Instagram और Facebook से? क्या करते हो? अभी क्या कर रहे हो सब? सो रहे हो क्या? हाँ, बताओ कौन है? Who's this guy? अनुपम खेर नहीं है. Any other guesses? Any other guesses? कुछ तो ट्राई करो, किसी से शक्ल मिलती होगी. He's a motivational speaker. अब तो कोई याद कर सकता है? Who's this guy? He's Mr. Shiv Kheda. He's Mr. Shiv Kheda. Have you heard about him? No one. No one in this hall has heard about Shiv Kheda. Karo Google. Abhi karo. Who's Shiv Kheda? Guys, you need to wake up. You need to really wake up. You are in that age bracket where you need to have some ideals for you in your life. You need to have people who really made big in their life. And the right kind of people. I showed you about Ankur Warikoo. What is the brand? Ankur Warikoo ने कौन सी कंपनी खोली थी?
Something related to fitness, I guess.
Something related to fitness? A huge round of applause who gives me the right answer. A very big app which we all use for getting discounts. Discounts लेते हम, saloons में जाना हो, we take discounts, hotels में जाना हो, we take discounts. Shout लो. Come on, आपका GK कहाँ गया? All of you are nearby.com. What's nearby? Has no one used nearby.com? No one has used nearby.com? Oh my God, please download it on your phones. आपने अगली बार अपना मैनिक्योर, पेडिक्योर, फेशियल कुछ कराने जाना है पार्लर में, आपने होटल में खाना खाने जाना है, आपने घूमने जाना है, आपने गेम्स खेलने जाना है, बॉलिंग करने जाना है. You have excellent discounts available on nearby.com. Amazing discounts. I'm not promoting his site. He doesn't know me personally. I've just met him on a couple of occasions. All right, but see, that's what I want you to be aware of. Big. This thing, motivational speaker and good entrepreneur, nearby.com, Ankur Warikoo. Shiv Kheda, किसने किया अभी तक Google search Shiv Kheda के बारे में? Okay, who can tell me Shiv Kheda कौन है?
Shiv Kheda एक्टिविस्ट है और उसने बुक लिखा था One
You can win. तो 2 बुक्स के नाम आपको आज पता चल गए? कौन सी 2 बुक्स हैं? You Can Win and Ankur Warikoo की Do Epic Shit. गाइस प्लीज अगर इस सेशन में से कुछ लेके जाना है, ये 2 बुक्स के नाम ले जाना और कभी मौका मिले तो उसको जरूर पढ़ना. It will change the course of life. It will actually change the course of life. आप जो मर्जी करो, चाहे 2 पेजेस पढ़ो दिन के, लेकिन इसको पढ़ो जरूर. The way you look at the world, the way you look at, if you really want to become an entrepreneur, if you really want to get into job, if you really want to make a successful career, apart from your, of course, syllabus books and everything, you should read these 2 books. Do epic shit and you can win. All right? Anyone? This very local guy. Come on. Why am I showing you these pictures? I'm just trying to tell you. The Bombay Shaving Company. वो तो ये वाला हो गया, है ना? What's his name? Shantanu. Right. Good. क्या है Bombay Shaving Company?
It's a it's basically for grooming.
Grooming platform. Okay.
No, brand. It's a grooming brand. They sell products.
It's a grooming brand.
Yeah, trimmers and others.
So he's grown big or not?
Right now, yes, because he is competing with Gillette. So yeah.
He's competing with Gillette. That's the biggest achievement of his. Has anyone heard about Gillette as a brand? All the boys in the room? Gillette brand सुना है? So this guy Shantanu, Bombay Shaving Company, इसने टक्कर दी है, पूरे जोर की टक्कर दी है Gillette को. All right, big name in the men grooming industry. You should know about him. This guy. Who's this guy? कुछ पीते हैं आप? आप कुछ पीते हैं? Which is a non-alcoholic drink? Jeera? Lahori jeera. So this guy is Mr. Munjal from Ludhiana. Of course, now he's settled in Chandigarh. He's a local entrepreneur. सब पीते हैं लाहौरी जीरा? जिसने ना पिया हो वो हाथ उठाए. सबने पिया, लेकिन उसको बनाने वाले का नाम किसी को नहीं पता. All right, so here is the introduction to Mr. Munjal, who's the owner of Lahori Jeera, and this guy started this Lahori Jeera company from a garage, Ludhiana में. COVID के उसमें, that was the time when he really started this business. ठीक है? So again, I reached out to him for his patents, trademarks, and all those things. And these are just certain names that I'm trying to tell you. कि I just run the moment I get to know that these are certain names that I really can get a lot of motivation, lot of guidance, lot of business coming in from these people. Okay? Anyone who knows the name, the lady? The lady in the center, she is Blossom Kocher. Does that name strike you again? Blossom Kocher?
So many beauty products.
So many beauty products, है ना? Kocher के products, Blossom Kocher products आते हैं beauty में. आप लोग कौन से use करने लगे हो आजकल? हमारी generation, at least my generation used to do Blossom Kocher products, you know. इनके facials आते थे everything. So she's another one. Okay, anyone who knows about Thai UGPC? What's Thai UGPC? Are they aware about this Thai UGPC?
They have many sessions in Thai, but probably they're not knowing the full form.
Okay, all right. So this is something interesting, and I want all of you to hear this. I was, of course, one of the jury members for the Thai UGPC. Thai U means Thai University. ठीक है? Thai University. GPC means Global Pitch Competition. आप में से जो बच्चे who have a startup idea, no matter at what stage you are, you know, and who are planning to look for certain mentors, who are planning to get some funding, who are planning to look for getting certain direction on their startup thing, or even they are looking for co-founders and other thing, Thai UGPC offers that platform to those people who want to dive into entrepreneurship while they are in college. Okay? Has everyone understood this? Could you tell me what is this Thai UGPC? Yeah, I'm asking you. No, don't look back, I'm asking you only. The one in the black shirt. Boss, I told you, all ears this side. क्या है Thai UGPC?
Entrepreneurs को एक advantage देते हैं कि अपना जितना भी ideas होते हैं एक platform पे आके represent कर सकते हैं.
U का मतलब क्या है?
University.
University, GPC क्या है?
global pitch
Competition. So I want all of you to please take note of this. Maybe you can kind of.
We had an invite last month from Gautam Suji.
Acha.
So Ekant is a frequent visitor to us.
Acha.
So we also had this tech pitch deck in the month of April.
Okay.
And idea from this included last month.
Uh-huh.
We are conducting internal ones.
Yeah.
So maybe in some time you will see these guys posting their ideas in a global platform.
Wonderful.
So we have a time membership on the institutional level.
Okay.
So most of the speakers I now can recall. Sumanpreet ji is well known to us.
So okay. So as you see, I was also one of the jury members for the TAI UGPC. जब आप लोग आते हो, आप बात करते हो प्लेटफॉर्म पे अपने startups के. So we kind of do the screening part for them, so that, and we also mentor you and prepare you for a global level competition. Okay, this is again my seminars on innovation, intellectual property rights, rewarded by Thai women. I've been into with the Thapar Institute. I've been to PTU Jalandhar as their speakers for intellectual properties. These are certain applauds. I've won on National IP Yatra Atmanirbhar Bharat करके 22 मार्च को हुआ था 2023 में. Thai और PhD chambers, as I said, I'm already their chairs for a lot of other committees and other things. So what are the things that really worked for me? That's the last thing I wanted to tell you. I believe in trusting the process. ठीक है? जो go with the flow, trust the process, how things take place. As I said, no matter how hard I tried, getting onto with my HR thing, things were back and forth coming back to the legal. Okay, that's what my destiny talks about. I need to be a lawyer, I need to practice law. Kare jao, law practice karo. Of course, you can choose the line in which you want to go. Sometimes you just have to smile. Challenges will be thrown to you in your life. You need to learn, have a smile on your face and move on. And if you wanted to work for it, it's that. If you wanted work for it, it's that simple. All right. अगर कुछ पाना है तो उसके towards काम करना पड़ेगा. That's what the life is. और हाँ, भगवान का शुक्र करना कभी नहीं भूलना. All right. A feeling of gratitude, a feeling of thank you. The more I moved into spirituality, the more I pursued with my spiritual goals, the more I succeeded in my professional goals. I don't know how it's happening, but I think the universe conspires. The more you thank God for everything, the more God comes and helps you with a lot of your other things also. Alright, so these are certain things that I have personally experienced. I want all of you to start your day with gratitude, with a thank you to the Paramatma, to the Rab. Do always be grateful to him. And before you end your day, please again be thankful to him. Thank you so much.